Hello, my angels, and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas for those of you that celebrate. If you're new here, my name is Celia. I'm a 6-2 projector Earth Angel with the mission of creating heaven on Earth. If you saw my past video, you know that I talked a little bit about the era that we're going from the era of planning to the era of the individual. If you didn't see that one, highly recommended. So go check the last video on my channel. Today, I'm going to share a little bit about how I created a multiple six-figure business from sourcing abundance from within. And I want to share this because I did it through learning how to source abundance from within. And it's truly just the beginning as we're reaching, seven-figure income, and it's only going to be bigger and more expansive with time. And I did this without any, business background, without really being business savvy in any way, shape, or form. But I knew and I know how to connect with the energy of abundance from within, how to ask life for what I want, and how to intuitively respond to the cues I get in return, to make those wishes come true. And I've realized that this is the true success behind how I've created this business. And I want to share a little bit about that with you. So, firstly, I want to share as well that January 5th to 12th, I'm hosting an online event called the New Earth Millionaire, which is exactly about how you can source abundance from within. We'll have free live calls and 1 week of Telegram activations. And it's gonna be, the abundance activation of the decade, where you really get to get that boost of, okay, I can source whatever I desire from within, and then the inspiration and the actual practical tips on how you can do so. So if you'd like to join us, there's more info down below. I'd love to have you. It's going to be so powerful. So I hope you'll gift this opportunity to yourself. And in this video, I'm just going to share, a few tips, different viewpoints on money than what we've really been taught in this society. And firstly, you may wonder, oh, why are you talking about this, Celia? This isn't only a spiritual channel. Yes, but money is very important in this world, and money is actually a beautiful energy that wants us to love it because with money we can do more good. And honestly, the right people need to have more money because like that we can build a beautiful world and invest the money into building this more beautiful world. The human connection with money is quite distorted nowadays. There is really a big disconnect between the energy of money and humans, and that's why a lot of humans lack money and why we also see lack in the planet, when in fact, energetically speaking, there's enough energy of money for everyone to be a billionaire on the planet, if that's what served their highest good. And I want you to just reflect on that for a moment. And I know you might be thinking, oh, but there's not enough physical money for that. Sure, because right now we have a reflection of the lack decisions and the lack mindset we have in the collective, but that does not mean that that's the energetic truth. There is a lot more money in the energetic realm than we are actually, really reaping on this plane so far. And I want us to create a more abundant world, and that's why I'm sharing this activation. So the number one thing that money would love for you to know is that money wants you to love it. It wants you to love it. And every time you feel stress or hatred or frustration around money, what you do is actually you push it away. The same way you can imagine money as someone you're dating or a really close friend. Like imagine the way you think and treat money. If that was a friend, would they stick around? Or if that was your partner, would they stick around? Most of the time, probably not. Like imagine you argue all the time, you complain all the time, say this and that about them. So money wants you to love it, just like, a friend or a lover. So how can you start to love it a little bit more? That's question number one. Point number two is we make more money through pleasure and enjoyment and alignment. And this is quite a different paradigm from what we've been taught in society, which is like hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, all of these things. And that's so outdated. It's so like an old paradigm. Money actually loves that you enjoy it and that you have fun and that you get creative and that you bring more pleasure into your life. And this is frankly like the main key behind my success in my business is that I love money. I love making money and I get very creative around it. So the way that we bring more abundance into the world is by using our creativity. And that's why it's not through stress, right? But it's through actually opening ourselves to that creative energy. And that's how I have created from zero a multiple six-figure business from what seems like the thin air, right? Because I have literally just created online products that actually don't even have a physical representation or physical substance other than what we see on the screen, and it has made multiple six figures. And you are capable of doing that and way more as well. And that's because I've loved every single part of the process. I love what I do. I get very creative. I create things that help transform people's lives for the better and that people want. So as simple as that. And then part number three, and there's a lot more to it. We're going to tap into that in the New Earth Millionaire event. So I would love for you to join there. But part number three is that you're actually also capable of asking for what you want in your life. So I will tell you that everything that I've manifested, financially speaking, and also in other parts of my life, have not been random or by chance or by luck. I have been very freaking intentional about every single thing. And I am very intentional about the next steps to come. Like, I know exactly what I want, I know what it looks like, and I communicate that to life. Because money actually does hear your requests and it wants to respond to it, but the requests have to be quite precise. So, if you come from this place of, I need more money, that's like a stress energy. And again, money doesn't really respond to that the same way if you're dating someone and you're like, I need you, like in a really desperate way, usually that'll be quite repelling, right? But if we get a little bit playful and we're like, oh my gosh, I would love to make 30K a month. That would be so much fun. I would go to Thailand. I would buy like this Chanel bag. I would like give a gift to my grandma. I would invest into XYZ. I would like donate to this. Like, you see, that gets really fun. The same way if you have a lover in your life and you're like, oh my God, I'd love to see you more. We could go to Italy. We could like have a romantic dinner on the beach. We could, make love and all of these things. Then the other person might be like, oh, that sounds really enticing. I'd love to do that. Because it doesn't come from that place of neediness, but it comes from a place of clarity and also a place of like playing with this energy that you'd like to have more of in your life. I know that these three steps seem like maybe very simple, and also they can be difficult to implement at first because there comes a point, especially if you're in a situation where you're lacking, where your mind is going to be like, I'm not sure this is working. I'm starting to feel stressed. I don't know how to pay the bills. And that's where the real trick of maintaining that energy comes in. And that's again why I created this New Earth Millionaire win, because you are going to be so served by having a support system during that phase, and also by having an example of someone who has actually done it and being around their energy. And that's why I created this event, and it's why I created APA as well. APA is the ultimate abundance transformation of all times, honestly. And that's why most of the angels who go through APA, they 10x their income effortlessly. And it's also the very methodology I use to build my business, frankly. But for those of you who want a little taste test, who want a little beginning, who want a little, appetizer of what we do in APA, this New Earth Millionaire event is for you. And also the investment is much lower because I want everyone to be able to join this one. And we're gonna start January 5th to January 12th. We have free live calls, 1 week of Zoom, and 1 week of Telegram support. And it's gonna be enough to catapult you into alignment with this ability to really increase your income quite effortlessly. So if you're curious, have a read in the link below. I would love to see you there. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos like this. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you so soon.